Okay, folks, how you doing? So, it's been an exciting week this week. We've watched a lot. We've seen some of the shit that Biden has done in his first couple weeks in office. So, here's for those of you that missed it, that haven't heard it, here's some things that have been going. Ford is now looking to Africa to move plants because they're buckling up for the hard days ahead. With the pipeline, the Keystone XL pipeline got shut down. All those people are out of jobs. All those pipeliners are told they can find other work, but I guess people on welfare, they shouldn't have to worry about finding work, right? I mean, after all, if the pipeliners can find work, I guess the people on welfare can find work. But I don't know. That'll be interesting to see how that works. The coal people are getting the shaft. They're in the fight for their lives once again. Fuel prices, again, as I said, is skyrocketing. It's going to affect a lot of things, your bottom dollar, what you're going to pay for stuff at the store. The truckers, death to the owner-operator, that's fast on the way. We've rejoined the Paris Agreement. That's right. That means we're going to be the green tree huggers again because the U.S. is such an evil, dirty place. They reversed the barred entry, open border. That means if you are a harboring criminal from another country, come on into the United States. Joe Biden will be here with open arms for you, welcoming you inside the open borders. We're going to get rid of attacking cities that harbor illegal aliens. Trump was very strict on this. The ICE program. We've seen it. Those of us that went to neighborhood bars and saloons that were applauded with these people, they suddenly became clean and great places to be again. Well, guess what? That ain't happening. All these hoodlums are coming back again. So if you see them in your street, you know what to do. You're going to have to take the law into your own hands and get rid of them because nobody else is gonna. Joe Biden's welcoming them in. Anyway, so here we go. No more funds for the wall. All that money was being spent on the wall and the construction. It was going up, and there was some that did go up. All those funds are gone now. Gone forever. So that won't be happening either anymore. And because why would we want the wall up? We want to let all these people come back in, We got transgenders. Trump had a ban on transgenders in the military. Well, he's taking that off. Now you can be a missing link and be in the Army, not having a clue of who you are or your sex, and that's okay. You can be in the military. Maybe you're okay with that. I know I sure as hell ain't, and I sure am glad I am out because I couldn't be a part of anything that would be like that. Either you're a man or a woman. Make up your mind what you're going to be, and let's be that. But not this transgender crap where you don't know who you are. The good book says it was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Anyways, moving right along. My favorite is the global gag roll, which actually came out by Ronald Reagan. In the Ronald Reagan era, Trump had reinstated, and therefore it blocks federal funding to countries that to support their abortions. Think about that. Again, why would we want to be supporting money in these people? But whatever. So then we have a little bit of this impeachment bullshit. That's right. You're paying for it. I'm paying for it. Every hardworking American out there is paying for this. Now, if you're a deadbeat that doesn't work, yeah, you're not paying for it. You're sucking us dry anyhow as it is. But this is a little bit of the people. And again, we're paying these people salaries that you're going to hear from here now. And this is quote unquote shit that they have actually said. Not that I'm making it up. Not a wild goose chase in my brain or something I dreamt of. This is what they did from day 2 of the impeachment inquiry. And you can watch this for yourself and see how much you can stomach. So we got Stacey Blaskett. Now, Stacey Blaskett, I don't understand who in their right mind would have ever voted you into office, but I guess, P.T. Barnum once said it, there's a sucker burn every second. Well, you are living proof of that because, number one, you can't speak. We've heard you. I listened to you. Watch the video. You'll see it all. But Stacey Blaskett talks about one of the things she mentioned on her impeachment inquiries was how this Officer Goodman distracted these people, right? Well, if you watch the video, Now, the people she's talking about that he distracted was people that were coming in for the insurrection when they broke into the Capitol complex. And she says that this Officer Goodman distracted them and kept them away. Well, it looks like Officer Goodman, if you watch it, he was a tour guide of these people, this mob, this unruly mob that busted doors down. As soon as they got in, they just walked around and like were really cool and followed Officer Goodman like you would have followed your 7th grade teacher on a field trip. I mean, I don't know. Watch the video yourself, though. You be the judge, not me. And then ask yourself, should Officer Goodman have a job? Not me. I mean, why wasn't Officer Goodman stomping the dog shit out of these people when they came in? Why wasn't he beating them down? Why wasn't he defending the turf? Wasn't that what he was paid to do? That's what I would have thought. But as we watch in the video, Officer Goodman will walk these people right on through and leads them on down through. So, and the mob too. The mob follows. A lot of them had masks on. So I thought that was a little deranged too. I know I myself, if I was there, would you think I would have been wearing a mask? Hell no, I haven't worn one once the whole time, and I haven't gotten sick. Do you know why? Because COVID-19 is pure bullshit. But if you believe it, hey, you're an idiot. You deserve everything that's going on, and you deserve that $5 a gallon for fuel you're going to be paying soon. Anyways, so we go on here. They were, again, I'll say, the nicest mob I've ever seen in my life. She then went on to quote and say that Pence and his family were led away from the attackers of the White House that were inside. Now, all right, they're counting ballots. So why would have Pence had his family there? Was it take your family to work day to count the ballots? Or was it thrown on for a little bit of a Hollywood effect to create a little more drama for this impeachment, again, that you and I are paying for again? You know, not to mention, like, we didn't already pay enough for the Mueller report, the FBI, the coalition. Then we had the other 2 impeachments; they didn't work. Then we came back and we rigged the election with all these mail-in ballots and stuff. And now we have a final re-impeachment. You know, because you really can't have Donald Trump becoming president again. Even not that he would ever run again. He's going to be too old the next time. But let's waste some more of your tax dollars. And that's right. Every single one of you guys watching this video is allowing this shit to happen. Yeah, you want to talk about Trump making an insurrection video? If this isn't an insurrection video, I don't know what is. But anyways, let's keep on this. So she played some footage, never seen footage, from old Cruiser 50. And if you watch the impeachment day 2 video, you will see this Cruiser 50, which I guess is one of the rent-a-cops there from the White House that day. Now, anybody that knows about how these federal rent-a-cops work, they're police guys that didn't make it in the real world. All right, they're not state police cops. They're not your A-line cops. You probably know some of these people. They're the rent-a-cops. They're the guys that walk around. They were the Blue Light Rangers before they were this. They were the guy that got the dog snot beat out himself in high school. But they like to flash their badge, walk around. But when you drop a pin, they'll run the other direction. They're that kind of guy. But anyways, so Cruiser 50 screaming that. We're being overrun. We're being overrun. Fireworks are being thrown. Well, it's too bad he wasn't a combat vet or somebody that actually seen combat or anything else. But I myself, as I'm watching the tapes, was hysterical laughing because it was a joke. I've never seen anything like this. They were the most calm mob that you ever would have seen in your life. But Cruiser 50 said that there was such a terrible thing. But watch the thing, listen to it. And those of you that are combat veterans, I'm sure you'll chuckle and laugh with me too when you watch it. It's total horseshit, the whole thing. So then we have Eric Swalwell. Eric Swalwell told everyone to take their pins off so the rioters wouldn't know that it was them. Boy, it sounds like people I want to have leading this impeachment inquiry. Someone that's as spineless as that. And that sounds like someone that I want to have running in the White House, working in there, that I'm paying his salary. Someone that's as spineless as that. That would have been like me when I was in Iraq, taking off my uniform and saying I was one of the Iraqis. I mean, what a crock of crap. But again, you're paying their salaries. I'm paying their salaries. Any one of us that's working are paying these people salaries. And We're paying for them to do yet another bogus impeachment when they could be spending their money on so much other shit. Probably shit that Biden's fucking the country up right now. All that stuff I listed in the beginning. Yeah, we should be saving our shit to dig ourselves out of the mess that he's making. But no, we're going to keep people like old Eric Swalwell on the job who tells people to take their pins off so the rioters don't know that it's him. All right, anyways, then we have Madeleine Dean. Madeleine Dean looked like she was taking a bowel movement when she came on, her facial expressions, and you got to watch this again, and you too will see the same thing. She came on, she said that she saw a man who played by different rules. Different rules. Now, this man she's referring to is President Donald Trump. He played by different rules. Yes, he played by different rules because he was not a career politician. He was somebody that a guy like me could relate to. You know, a guy like me who's uncollege educated, that can speak a hell of a lot better than old Stacey Blaskett could. Watch that interview and you'll see that. Someone that would have never removed their pins and hidden, like old Eric Swalwell, you know. I can relate to Trump, and I supported him. That's why I voted for him. That's why I still support him. Anyways, she said that she saw a man who played by different rules, a man who refused defeat. A man who refused that when cheating was known in the election, it stood up and said that there was cheating. How dare he? What you mean, how dare he? If something's wrong, you call a spade a spade. That's what he did. But, she said that he had said combat, violence, fight. And she emphasizes these words to get more drama out to get us. She said Trump refused to lose. Unlike Madeleine, I'll add, who ran like a hid rat and ran downstairs. I'm sure she removed her pin too and put her gas mask on. Again, you people are paying her salaries. And none of this is ever going to change till you guys do something different out of this. So, I mean, it's a bunch of crap, if you ask me. But anyway, so here we go. So, she said he used his tweets for the last year to start these riots. His tweets about what? About how shit was screwed up, and he spoke up about it. Nobody did, so he didn't take it like a little bitch, like all these other guys do. These career politicians, because he didn't sell out. One thing you can say what you will about the man, but he never sold out once. He said he wouldn't concede, and he didn't. And you gotta respect the guy that did that. So, Stacey said that the president, this is Stacey Blaskett, she said that the president knew how violent these rioters would be on January 6th. Well, how did he know? Was he at the James Bond training camp where they trained? Did he train them himself? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they were Guantanamo Bay training. I mean, maybe they were down at Paris Island training. I don't know. Maybe he had boot camps built throughout the country. I bet you Trump did that too, so these people could prepare for this riot. He knew that this was going to happen, right? He didn't know that this was going to happen. There's no way of knowing it. It was a bunch of people that were fed up with it. And I'll also say this: I don't believe it was a real mob. Can you picture a guy like me had I gotten inside the White House? Can you picture you who's watching this? If you would have gotten inside the White House, would have you just laid down? Okay, you guys got the place back. We're all going to go home now. No, it wouldn't happen that way. We all know that. But they don't want you to think this. So, we'll go on here. Let's now talk to Joe Neguse. Now, Joe Neguse probably is the biggest retard of the bunch. But Joe Neguse says that there was Trump had used his false claims of election fraud. He used that as sparks to ignite the riot that happened on January 6th. I'm sure that's what had all those people down there, right? And it was. People were down there to see that. But it wasn't that he was doing this, and he said that he spent months. He spent months building this. He spent from when the election was over in November. And then we know how many days it took to count it. And then we watched the numbers change every day as they were counting them, right? Because, it wasn't right, so we had to keep adjusting it. Keep dressing this. Dress right till we got it right? Because when it first came out, Pennsylvania would have flipped. Oh, man, he wouldn't have made it. There was a couple key states there. Our state was the same one. Yeah, that's right, Pennsylvania, the state with the where the old shim, the missing link, Rachel Levine and Tom Wolfe. There was another rigged election, but and then we weren't too cooperative either with letting them recount the shit. There was a reason for that. Every one of us knows what the reason was for. So these are just some of the things that's going on with this. But again, I guess the biggest thing that I'm most irritated about is they're using our tax dollars to fund this. All this stupid COVID shit that's going around. It ain't going to kill you. All right? It is what it is. If you get it, it's nothing more than pneumonia. And, but they'll have you believe this stuff. They'll have you believe this crazy stuff. And we pay for the salary for all these people, all these idiot speakers that we've seen come on today talking, and that. We paid for all that. Guys like me and you out there, if you deployed and fought in the war, you fought for this crap to happen. I can't say that I cannot wait till Judgment Day when the good Lord comes down and swipes the slate clean and eliminates these people off the map. I can't wait for that. I can't wait. Some people say that there's a war coming, there's a civil war. Yeah, there is. When it happens, yeah, it's going to be a sad day when it happens and it's come to that. But you know what? It has to happen. And as sad as it is, I wish it wasn't going to happen this way. I wish this could be a better way. I wish you didn't have idiots like we've been watching here in this impeachment trial. I wish we spent our money on different things than what our country does. But sometimes there's a need for things to happen. That need is coming fast. When that time comes, I hope every one of you know which side of the flag to be on and which flag to wave. So, either you're one of the pack or you're going to be hunted by the pack. It's just that simple. So, without that further ado, this is Bill Carroll. It's been great talking to every single one of you out there tonight. And remember, you're paying for all this. Income tax time is right around the corner. You paid for every single one of this stupidity that's going on right now. So keep that in mind. How do you change it? Well, we all know how to change it. Make sure those people don't get their job. Make sure those 5 senators that went down and reversed what they were going to say. Make sure they don't have a job next time. All these people that are pushing for this stupidity. Make sure they don't have a job. Go after them. This is total crap. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in the history of the United States. This is terrible. But guys, it's a year before 1776, whether you want to admit that or not. And all this is just the beginning of what's to come. So there's 2 types of people in this world. I'll let you with this thought. Those who sit by and let shit like this happen, and those who put an end to it. Soul search tonight and ask yourself, which one of the 2 are you? And then start making decisions and acts to prove that what you said is correct.